Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to Man Talk. Something just came to mind. I was listening to one of Rough Riders' songs from way back in the late 90s. And Dragon had said he comes from an alligator bloodline. Now, that made me think of my grandmother who was speaking to an older relative when she was telling her that she has to be careful who you mix your blood with. Now, I think I was 10, 12 years old, and I was disgusted by that thought. I'm like, what? I'm mixing blood? I was like, oh my God, that is disgusting. Now, it's not until I got older and we started studying genetics in science class that I understood what my grandmother meant. Now, what she meant was not actual genetics, but spirits or energies that pass down from families, or energy or vibration. So what she was saying in essence was, you have to be careful that the person you align yourself with match your vibration. But my grandmother was big on spirits, so she was like, you get to be careful of the spirits you get yourself entangled with. Now, that came to mind because there's all this, hoopla about the royal wedding. And, people were, harping on the fact that the princess is half black. And I think it was yesterday that I learned that the princess is actually royalty through her father's family. So it is no accident that he is married to her. And that's the exact same thing my grandmother was talking about. And according to my grandmother, my great-grandmother was big on knowing whose family and what background you come from when you wish to get yourself involved with other people. And my great-grandmother's thing is, if her family is alright, like my great-grandmother's pet peeve, or what set soul to her fire to her soul, was thieves. She hated thieves. She did not want a thief in her family. She passed that down. To this day, even when I was in dire need, I had millions, tens of millions of dollars in my hand, I didn't take it. Because that's not my family. That's not my bloodline to be a thief, because it was passed down. So, my point behind all of this is, gentlemen, you get to know who you're mixing with, who you're mixing your blood with, who you're mixing your spirit with, whose vibration you're bringing into your, into your life. And the Magi, Warren Lanson, said that when you allow people into your life, it's like mixing chemicals. They bring about changes instantly. And I don't know if you've ever had the experience of being around someone that is nothing but bad luck. I mean, no matter how good your day is going, the minute they come around, the sweetest ecstasy turns into a snowstorm. Or you could have experienced the other side of that coin, where you've met people who are nothing but good luck. If X, Y, and Z was happening in your life, and they come around, it doubles, quadruples, even increase tenfold. So I've had both experiences before, and I understood exactly what the Magi was talking about when he said that you got to be careful of who you allow around you, because you're like mixing chemicals. the reaction is going to be instant. And you don't want anyone coming into your life bringing nonsense into it. And worse, to have it show up in your children. Now, I read a book before, I think it's called the Five Dragons, or something to do with dragons, where there's this family, it's a Chinese story, where the Chinese family, their claim to fame, their claim to fame is that they breed their children for loyalty and duty. And that fascinated me. And I'm like, how is that possible? And then as I got older, I understood. If you believe in loyalty and duty, you don't mix your blood, spirit, energy, vibration with people that are the complete opposite. They're either on your level or just below it. And gentlemen, as men, you got to be very careful with who you mix your spirit with. Because you don't want children that are going to come into the world at a deficit. You want your children to thrive. And as their father, that is your responsibility. As like I said before, you are the high priest of the home. Whatever happens to your children basically is your fault, gentlemen. It is your fault. Of course, there's more to it than that. But I'm saying, for the life of God, at least make some effort to have a vetting system, a screening process. Like take for example, to test gold, gold is tested with hydrochloric acid, the strongest acid that there is. Would you buy gold from someone if they won't let you test it? Of course not. You're gonna know that they're selling you something that's not, as either it is not gold or it is gold mixed with God knows what. So you're gonna pay top dollar for an inferior product. And this is why the Bible says test the spirits. And gentlemen, you are the high priest. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Like I said, this man talk, not here to play. Alright gentlemen, thank you for your time. Good night.